Hello, everyone, and welcome to the pregame show tonight with myself, Brady Richer, and my partner, Carter Zaromsky. We're here for week 2 of the regular season for the Nixa Eagles. They start off the season 1-0, and they are going off against a Webb City team that came back against Lebanon last week, and they are 1-0 as well. These two teams are both teams that have been good. They've both had their moments. Historically, Webb City's been the better team, but recently, as you all know, Nixa has been the victor in the past matchups. They've actually won the past 4 matchups between them pretty handily, and all of them besides one 14-7 game. And this week, I'm actually pretty excited for. Webb City showed some heart last week in that comeback against Lebanon, and Nixa took care of business in Republic. So we'll see what happens. Carter, what are you looking forward to this week from both teams?
I mean, it's going to be similar to Republic, but from my experience playing football, Webb City does run a pretty power-heavy offense. So, it's going to be a lot of the same against Republic, but one of the keys to the game is definitely preventing those unnecessary penalties that we saw in the game versus Republic. That was definitely a big problem for the team. There was holding, false starts, personal fouls, and if we can avoid that, then we should easily win this game.
Yeah, Nixa started those penalties. Let me talk about that first. Those were all over the place. I mean, I was getting annoyed watching the game from seeing so many penalties on the field. But they did start off slow, but they got going. And that defense, I thought, stayed pretty consistent throughout the game. We got the stops whenever they needed to. Obviously, let's highlight some players. Jaden McCaster had over 200 yards, 4 touchdowns last game. Amazing game, and kind of led that Nixa team along with Adam McKnight, who had that 1 interception, but other than that, had some pretty good passes down the line. Carter May hauled in a touchdown. We saw flashes from him. But one player I'm looking forward to see this week is Scholar Brown. I'm hoping he gets more targets within this offense, and maybe they'll try to scheme him open more this game.
Yeah, Scholar Brown is definitely a great target. And, my fantasy team, A.J. Brown scored me 1.8 points. And, it's definitely a shame where you see your best wide receiver not utilized as well. And hopefully we'll see Scholar Brown utilized more in this game against Webb City.
Yeah, and to flip the script a bit, talk about Webb City's offense. They got senior Gabe Johnson starting last season, his junior season. He was out for an injury, but his sophomore year, he was actually all first-team COC with 1,400 yards and 13 touchdowns. Rushed for 1,400 yards and 13 touchdowns and passed for around 600. So definitely someone to look forward to going in this game. He's back in his senior year, fresh off recovery, and someone who's hungry to play better this year, obviously, because he was injured last year. Slade Hurd is a 3-year starter. He'll be back this year as well at running back. And like you mentioned before, they're a power-heavy offense. It's going to be a lot like Republic, lots of running the ball, loaded backfields, and we'll see how that fares for them. Nixa was able to pick up on that pretty well, their defense last game. Rob Richardson, the defensive coordinator for Nixa, very smart, was able to help his team adjust against them. But I think it's going to be a pretty similar matchup to last week. I mean, wouldn't you say, Carter?
For sure. I mean, these are definitely the 2 best teams in the COC that Nixa faces this year. Republic has started to become good, and Webb City's always been good. Both had decent records last season, and both have had flashes of success in the playoffs over the year. So it'll definitely be very similar to what we saw in Republic as well, especially with the same power-heavy offense. And it will definitely be an exciting game to watch, and we'll see if Nixa can still keep stopping that power-heavy offense and also prevent those penalties mentioned earlier.
Yeah, those penalties really got a hold of them, and I'm sure they ran all week for those. Those were all over the place. But to talk about this Nixa defense real quick, Randy Flint last week, might not have heard us say his name a lot, but that's because he was doing his job. At cornerback, he was keeping his man locked up the whole entire game, not allowing anything over his head. And offense as well, he had a pretty big catch in the third quarter, I think. So I was talking to some of the players. I wanted Randy to see more time in the offense. I think he's a really explosive player that can help them a lot. One player of the game last week, actually, on the defensive side of the ball was Jaden Russell. He surprised me a lot coming in there at linebacker for his senior year. He looked very good at that position, very quick, able to get off blocks quickly, and I'm pretty sure he's the one that got the interception as well. So He played a great game. This linebacker core as a whole looked great with Max Nickel coming in this year as well.
Yeah, and our D-line is also very great as well, with players such as Urban Arnold, Caden Flood, Wyatt Isaacson, and Jamison True, and Max Gradell on the D-line. Nix's D-line played a key role in defending Republic's power-heavy offense, and it'll definitely be another key of the game for Nixa to help stop the power-heavy offense.
Yeah, and I like that you mentioned that there, because that defensive line, it's 2 weeks now in a row. They're going to have to go head-to-head with the offensive line plus the backfield, just a battle of the trenches once again. So it's definitely going to be a tall task to ask for them. But to talk about Webb City's defense as well, they got Carson Myers returning at safety with 95 tackles last year, probably one of the head leaders of that defense, especially playing safety and being a junior linebacker. River Linker will start as a sophomore and last year, and he's the team's leading defender when it comes to instincts and understanding the game, according to Coach McFarland. So very smart player, someone to look out for there at linebacker. But it's a well-rounded defense. Looking at these stats, the tackles are everywhere. It's not just one guy dominating the game. So everyone's getting a part of that defense. But like I said, just to end it out here, I think this is going to be a good game between two teams, Class 6 versus Class 5. They've had some pretty good games these past couple of years, both 1-0. Webb City came off that comeback, and Nixa took care of business last week as they are on the road to try to finish what they were not able to last year and make it to the state championship game and actually win this time. So that's all we have for the pregame show here. We'll see you in the booth in a little bit, and we're excited for the game. See you later.
Hi, I'm Zoe Ward here at the Nixa High School, and I'm here with
Owen Locke.
Who is a senior this year. What position do you play?
I'm a receiver.
Very nice, essential for our team. After last year and ending up in the championship game, what do you think was the most important thing you gained overall?
I think the team last year, we had a great bond as a team. We were together, but losing that game, I feel like the juniors and the sophomores, we learned a lot. We learned, those teams that we're going to play, they're going to be tough, but we're going to have to do everything we can as a team to work together, and we'll figure it out this year. We'll get it done. Yeah,
I love hearing that. Being able to point that out and recognize that is truly valuable to your upcoming season. And with knowing that, what do you plan to do as an individual and as a team this year?
I'm more focused about the teamwork. We're going to work hard. We'll get things done. The practice has been good all summer. We're just going to do everything we can as a team to work together.
I like hearing that. Okay, so as a senior and what everybody wants to know, what are your future plans after this?
For myself, I'm probably find a college somewhere, and I'm going to major in business.
Okay, very nice. I haven't heard that one a lot. Okay, and last but not least, what are you most going to miss about your team?
I feel like the bonds we make as a team are great. The locker rooms, the stuff that Coach Perry puts together for the team, the mom, we have dinner with our moms, breakfast with our dads, just all the stuff outside of football that we do together are great.
That's very sweet. I'm sure they would love to hear that. Thank you so much for coming and giving me your time.
Thank you.
Thank you guys for tuning in to the Nixa pregame show. I'm DK Nelson. This is the 2-minute drill. Joining me right now is Adam McKnight, quarterback for the Nixa Eagles. So Adam, here's how it's going to work. I'm going to ask my first question. Clock's going to start, and we've got 2 minutes.
All right, sounds good.
All right, Adam, with the success you had last year as a first-year starter and then going to the state championship, how are you going to kind of look to build off of that?
It's just working to get better every single day, individually and as a team, and improving every single week. Every time we step on the field, just wanting to get better and strive for greatness.
And then I know you guys talked about yourself, the team, talked about proving to a lot of people what you guys can do last season. But this season, what do you want to prove to yourself?
I want to prove to myself that we can win that game at the end of the year, and not just the games leading up to it. I want to prove to myself that I can win the game that ultimately matters.
And with that, if you could bring one former Nixa Eagle back onto the team to help you in that, who would it be?
Oh, man, that's a hard question. We had so many good people last year and teammates. If I could, I'd bring them all back, but I don't know. Parker Mann, my O-line last year. I mean, it's just all awesome.
And with that, because you don't have those guys, what have you seen from the team that's kind of given you guys that edge this season?
I mean, people have to step up and replace seniors' roles like that graduated. So, I mean, it happens every year, and we have a pretty good group of guys that stepped up this year, so I'm excited.
All right. And then we've got about 30 seconds here. So what has your favorite memory with the team been?
Definitely when we won at Lee's Summit North. Yeah, that was an awesome moment. The team just kind of all came together, and we never gave up. And, I mean, you just never forget a moment like that and celebrate with your brothers.
Yeah. Adam, thank you. Good luck tonight, and we'll see you guys at 7 o'clock.
Thank you.
Next senior number 2, Randy Flint. Randy is a quarterback. He is escorted tonight by his parents Lisa and Amy Flint, and brothers Zach, Ryan, and of course Kevon. His plans for the future include attending college and continue his football career. Another exciting player. Number 2, Randy Flint. Next senior is number 6, Brian Sandgren. Brian is a wide receiver, escorted tonight by his mother, Crystal. His plans for the future: I've committed my life to football. College is the next step to prepare myself for the next level. Ladies and gentlemen, number 6, wide receiver, Brian Sandgren. Next senior, long legacy here at Nixa High School, Owen Locke. Number 11, Owen Locke is a wide receiver. He is escorted tonight by parents Dan, Heather, Locke, and brothers Hayden, Jackson, and Riley, all a great fan. His plans for the future include attending college to study business or real estate. Ladies and gentlemen, number 11, Owen Locke. Next senior, number 14, Scholar Brown. Scholar is a wide receiver. He's escorted tonight by his guardian, Alan Willoughby. Scholar's plans for the future include continuing his athletic and confident career at the next college level. Ladies and gentlemen, number 14, Scholar Brown.
Someone get on one.
You are one.
I know,
Next
but like,
senior,
what am I
number
supposed
20,
to do?
Max Nickel. Max is a linebacker, escorted tonight by his parents, Chris Nickel and Kerry Nickel. Great family. His plans for the future include attending college and continuing his football and baseball career. Ladies and gentlemen, number 20, senior Max Nickel. Next senior, number 21, Jaden Russell. Jaden is a safety here at Nixa High School. He's escorted tonight by mom and stepfather Tiffany and Stephen Stamos, his sister Talon Russell. Jaden's plans for the future are to pursue a career in real estate. Ladies and gentlemen, number 21, Jaden Russell. Next senior here at Nixa High School, number 25, Ty Kellis. Ty is a safety. He is escorted tonight by parents Sean and Emily Kellis and his brother Jet. Ty's future plans are to attend college at Missouri State. Ladies and gentlemen, number 25, Ty Kellis. Next senior is number 44, Wyatt Isaacson. Wyatt is a defensive end and is escorted tonight by his parents Skip and Treva Isaacson and brother Bennett. His plans for the future include attending the University of Missouri to become a physical therapist. Great field, Wyatt. Number 44, ladies and gentlemen, Wyatt Isaacson. Next senior, number 48, Eli Pierce. Eli's offensive lineman who's escorted tonight by Stephanie Perry. His plans for the future include joining the Navy and pursuing either a career in cooking or welding. Ladies and gentlemen, number 48, Eli Pierce. Next senior, number 49, Braden Kimke. Braden is our kicker. Does a heck of a job. He's escorted tonight by his parents, Chris and Becky Kimke. His plans for the future are to attend college. Ladies and gentlemen, number 49, Braden Kimke. Next senior is number 60, Hunter Jensen. Hunter is a right guard. He is escorted tonight by his parents, Tom and Jensen, and his sister, Audrey. His plans for the future are still undecided. He is interested in pursuing a career in skilled trades and perhaps continuing to play football in college. Ladies and gentlemen, number 60, Hunter Jensen. Next senior, number 61, Noah Wood. Noah's offensive lineman. He's escorted tonight by his mother, Stacy Underwood. His plans for the future are to pursue a career in law enforcement. Ladies and gentlemen, number 61, Noah Wood. Great family here in the city of Nixa. Number 70, Caden Flood. Caden's a defensive end. He's escorted tonight by his parents, Sean and Heather Flood. His plans for the future are to attend college and continue his football career, all for the glory of God and expanding Christ's kingdom. Ladies and gentlemen, great family, a great human being. Number 70, Caden Flood. Next senior is number 71, Hayden Mays. Hayden is an offensive lineman. You cannot tell by looking at Hayden. He is escorted tonight by his parents Robert and Debbie Mays and his brother Matthew. His plans for the future include continuing his athletic career at the university and earning his degree as an engineer. Ladies and gentlemen, senior, number 71, Hayden Mays. Next senior, number 77, Dylan Terry. Dylan is a center for the Eagles. He is escorted tonight by his parents, Darren and Tennille Terry, and his brother Cooper Terry. His plans for the future include attending college and earning a degree in construction management. Ladies and gentlemen, number 77, Dylan Terry. Next senior, number 79, Jackson Cantwell. Jackson's an offensive tackle. He's escorted tonight by his parents, Christian and Terry Cantwell. His plans for the future are, of course, to attend the University of Miami to play football and study finance. Ladies and gentlemen, number 79, Jackson Cantwell. Next senior, number 87, Graham Kubik. Grant's a tight end here at the high school, and he's escorted tonight by his parents, Greg and Tori Kubik, and his sisters, Gwen and Cora. His plans for the future are to attend the University of Arkansas or the University of Missouri to study mechanical engineering. Great family. Number 87, Graham Kubik. Next senior for the Nixa Eagles, number 97, Chase Bowen. Chase is a defensive end here at Nixa High School. Is escorted tonight by parents Nathan and Kim. His plans for the future include attending college at the University of Oklahoma. Number 97, ladies and gentlemen, Chase Bowen. Next senior, number 99, Urban Arnold. Urban is a defensive lineman. He's escorted tonight by his mom, Brooke, Bessie, father, Craig Arnold, and sisters, Sadie and Richie. His plans for the future include attending college and pursuing a business degree. Ladies and gentlemen, number 99, Urban Arnold. Next senior is manager of the football team, Morgan Johnson. Morgan is loved by everyone. He's escorted tonight by his parents, Vince and Lori Johnson. He hopes to attend the Empower program at the University of Arkansas or Bear Power at Missouri State University. Ladies and gentlemen, Morgan Johnson. Next senior is a senior manager, Hannah Ray. She is escorted tonight by her mother, Rebecca Strickland, and father, Nick Ray. Her plans for the future include attending Paul Mitchell's School for Aesthetics and Nail Technology program. Ladies and gentlemen, another great manager for our football program, Hannah Ray. Next senior is another manager, Ilana Skaggs. Ileana is escorted tonight by her parents, Martha and Glenn Skaggs, and brother Joshua. Great family as well. Her plans for the future include attending OTC with the help of her A+ scholarships and transferring to UCM to study occupational therapy to help children with disabilities. Love that. Ladies and gentlemen, senior manager, Ileana Skaggs. Next senior manager, Alex Tapper. Escorted tonight by parents Ashley and Simon. Her plans for the future include attending college for a degree in large animal veterinary medicine, and she hopes to continue her golf career. Ladies and gentlemen, senior manager Alex Tapper. Next senior and final senior of the night, it's flag football senior Kai Grissom. Kai is escorted tonight by parents Brandon and Jennifer Grissom and sister Kinley Grissom. His plans for the future include continuing his education locally and pursuing a career in law enforcement. Great career. Ladies and gentlemen, senior flag football, Kai Grissom. Folks, they're standing there in front of you. One last chance. Let's let them know how proud we are of the seniors here at Nixa High School.
Eagle fans. Athletic officials. officials are seldom given the appreciation they deserve. They are given the responsibility and authority to enforce the rules of the game. Please treat the officials with the same good sportsmanship you treat the students. Pro championship music is coming up here on Game Time.
Real quick, if you're missing a phone, we have it at the entrance. So if you're missing a phone, you might want to check your pockets, your purse, or someone else's pockets because your phone is not with you.
Hello, everyone. We are live here from Eagles Stadium in Nixa, Missouri. It is senior night. It is the Nixa Eagles versus the Webb City Cardinals. You just watched all these great Nixa seniors walk across the field with their families. This will be their first home game of their careers. All of them certainly left their mark, left their legacy with this Nixa football program. These past couple years have been historic. They've been very good record-wise, team-wise. They went to state, obviously, and these are the players that are the foundations of it, and we get to celebrate them tonight. Like I mentioned, they will be playing the Webb City Cardinals tonight. It should be a good matchup. I am Brady Richer alongside my partner Carter Zaromski. Hello, welcome into the booth. Last week we watched this Nixa team go against a pretty good Republic team. You know, they played that power offense that we see all throughout high school football, and not just in Missouri, but you know, all throughout the nation. It is a very favorited play style. Webb City runs a lot of that as well. Carter, what are you looking forward to tonight between these two teams?
I mean, this is going to be a very similar game to Republic. Definitely very power-heavy offense, like we mentioned in the pregame show. And Nixa's defense was able to adapt last time to Republic's offense, and I expect the same here tonight. You know, we got a great defensive line to be able to stop that run, and it'll definitely be a great game to watch. And if we can avoid those unnecessary penalties that we saw in the last game versus Republic, I think this will be a great game for Nixa.
Yeah, Nixa, obviously, for many people, they've been ranked number 1 in the state. They're a team to watch out for this season. But like you mentioned, penalties. That was the story of last game. There was yellow all over the field. That's something that they're going to want to try to avoid this game. Webb City, they came back against Lebanon last week. They were down 2 scores at halftime. They rallied to win by 8, I believe. And they have their quarterback coming in this year. He was injured last year's junior year, but sophomore year he was first team All-COC. So we'll see what he's got cooking this year, what he's planning to do, and where he is planning to take this Webb City team, especially his senior year, where it just means a lot more to anyone who's a senior, but especially to him after what he went through. We are 15 minutes and 30 seconds away from kickoff. This game is going to be a good one between two of these historically great teams. Nixa's writing their own history right now. Webb City's is more of in the past, but you never know what you're going to see out of them. Anything can happen. National anthem is coming up, and then we'll be back in game soon after that. We'll see you in a little bit.
Ladies and gentlemen, we believe we live in one of the greatest countries on earth. And so now, we ask that you please rise. Our flag is located on the north end of our stadium. Remove your headgear for the playing of not yours and not mine, but it's our national anthem. And tonight is presented by the Crimson Corps Marching Band. Nixa, Craig Finger, we're going to see them a little bit later. Always do a great job, the Crimson Corps. We will see them at halftime, presenting their 2025 competitive show in NYC, New York City. Looking forward to that. It's going at halftime, so great job, guys and gals. Nixa, Crimson Corps.
Song here on Game Time. Nixa Athletics wants to remind you that good sportsmanship is one of the primary purposes of educational athletics. Our student athletes recognize that judgment calls by officials, coaches, and themselves are made in good faith and should be respected. Spectators can support both of these teams by refraining from derogatory or demeaning comments and cheer the flag. We hope that you will enjoy the game and support the students in a positive and sportsmanlike manner. More awesome tunes are coming up here on Game Time.
In a crowd with some wine and I pipe down. Shot got me out to high. I be standing on a some white ones. Can't control, I think I'm too fly.
Ladies and gentlemen, help me make welcome to the roughest playing field on any given Friday night. It's the state-ranked, undeniably power-packed Nixa Eagles!
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the booth. I'm Brady Richard with my partner, Carter Zaromsky. If you are just now joining us, we are 4.5 minutes away from kickoff between the Nixa Eagles and the visiting Webb City Cardinals. You just watched the Nixa Eagles run out with their trench gang Waffle House flags. They take a lot of pride in that offensive line. Average height of around 6'4", 280 pounds is their frame. So lots of big guys down there, and they surely get the job done. Captains are about to come out for the Cardinals and the Eagles. Highly anticipated matchup between these two teams. This Webb City team is similar to the Republic team that Nixa played last week. They run the same style offense, but Nixa has still got to be ready for whatever. Anything can happen in the game of football. Captains are shaping up to be for the Cardinals. Senior wide receiver number 1, Travian Turner. Gavin Stodgehill, number 8. Number 18, Gus Carnes. And I believe that is, it looks like number 8. I can't tell because he has his jersey tucked. I think it's number 9, Braden Strickland. And for the Eagles, we have Hayden Mays, Wyatt Isaacson, Jackson Cantwell, and Owen Locke, 4 seniors in honor of senior night. So here they come walking out. There is Nixa along with head coach John Perry, who has built an amazing culture here ever since he has came in. He's really changed this program for the better. They have just been an all-around dominating team ever since he came into the helm. Carter, big matchup up ahead for these two teams. What do you think Webb City's got to do to knock off these Eagles?
I mean, yeah, they just got to get their blocks off, because that's how you get those runs in, because you just got to perfectly execute the play. The defense could know the exact play, and they could still execute it properly as long as they get their blocks off, but that is going to be difficult against this Nixa defense. So if they can get their blocks off, then they can definitely score some touchdowns, but it'll definitely be an issue with this elite Nixa defense. So let's see how they perform against Nixa, and we'll see if they can put any points on the board tonight.
Yeah, that defensive line, a lot of new guys up there, a lot of that senior class that's so highly praised here, winningest class in Nixa history. A lot of those guys are on the D-line, and they graduated. So we had guys step up like Caden Flood, Jameson Truitt, Max Gradell got a sack last week, and they played very well. We'll see what happens here with the toss. Just a little under a minute and a half until kickoff. Here, going for the call. And we'll see. It looks like Webb City won the toss. And they elected to defer. So Nixa will start with the ball. here going into this game. Webb City will defend first, but get the ball at halftime, which really helped Nixa against Republic last week. Actually, once they got that one interception or stop that they needed, they were able to power their way and score. Just, I don't think Republic stopped them many times last week, so getting that ball at half helped them get a 2-score lead. But here we go. Game is just underway. Kickoff in around 20 seconds. Nix's offense will see the field first. And we are almost ready. This stadium is shaking. The Dirty Birds are getting loud. Nixa fans are standing up. First home game of the season for these hungry Nixa Eagles.
We have Randy Flint in the backfield along with Carter Mabe, 2 receivers in the back. Very good option here as Carter Mabe popped out last week, showing some flashes of great talent, and Randy Flint, has always been there. Definitely a reliable kick returner.
And kicking for Webb City will be number 96, Diego Aldrete. So, here we go. Underway, Aldrete will run up to the ball and send it down the field towards Carter Mabe. Well, he will fill the ball at the 10. He gets a couple blocks and moves around to the 25. And we will see Adam McKnight and company come onto the field. Adam McKnight last week, overall, I think he had a solid game. Had that one interception, but maybe could have been a flag there. A little bit of miscommunication as well on the offensive part, but we'll see what he's bringing to the table today.
For sure, and if you're going to get an interception, it's probably going to be against a great team like Republic.
McKnight takes the snap and first plays a handoff to McCaster, and he breaks free. First play of the game, nothing but great turf ahead of him. Oh my goodness. Jaden McCaster, what more do you want? Touchdown, Eagles. First play of the game, Jaden McCaster has a house call, and that's how you want to get it started. Eagles up 6-0. Wow.
When you combine an elite O-line with an elite running back, these are the plays you get. And especially, this is a shock for us in the first play.
Yeah, I mean, quick bursts. We talk about his speed all the time, his strength, and there just finds the hole immediately. There's his vision that we don't talk about a lot. And he easily gets a touchdown. Field goal or extra point from Kameke is good, so Nixa will lead 7-0. But all around, just great run from Jaden McCaster. The vision was there, the speed was there, and he just saw the hole immediately and sprinted for that end zone. Man, what a way to start the night.
And that's what we saw last year, running to the left with Jackson Cantwell there. And when you get someone like Jaden McCaster, you are bound to eventually make plays. It is now time for the Webb City offense to show out and see if they can prove themselves here.
And Jonah Fields will come onto the field to kick off for Nixa. He has a big leg, we all know. We saw it last week on his kickoffs. Only 16 seconds into the game. Nixa leads 7-0. As back returning for the Cardinals will be Talon Haslip and Gabe Johnson, I believe. Jonah Fields here. Boot will meet ball, and he sends the football down the field to Johnson. Good bounce right there, but goes out of bounds, unfortunately, so that will be a flag and good field position for the Cardinals. Gabe Johnson here will stay on the field, and there it is from the referee. But Gabe Johnson will stay on the field. We talked about him a lot in pregame show there in those couple minutes before the game started. Injured last year. Webb City finished 6-7 on the season, and where they looked promising, but with that injury. Obviously, your starting quarterback, not much you can do about that. But what are you looking to see out of him tonight? First and 10 on Webb City's 35-yard line. They'll be going against a highly packed Nixa defense that has stars everywhere. Randy Flint, you see number 2. Reed Wilson's come up. Jaden Russell. And then here we are is the handoff left. He will bowl forward for a sizable gain of maybe 6 to the 41-yard line.
And there's that power offense that we talked about in the pregame show. Great run there by the Webb City offense. Decent run there. You know, that plays like that will eventually get you to the end zone while chewing down the clock. And now let's see this Nixa defense.
Yeah, and chewing down the clock is definitely a strategy you want against this Nixa defense, or this Nixa team, so they don't score as much. And here's Johnson with the spin move upfield, and he will fall forward for the first down. But we saw Lebanon do it last year whenever obviously they had their star running back, and he was able to just chew the clock that whole first quarter, get a touchdown. But then Nixa was able to pull ahead, and that's really where you got to rely on your defense if you're going to chew that clock.
For sure.
2 in the backfield, 1 on the near sideline. Handoff up the middle, and he's going to rush forward for a good gain, maybe near the first down line. Mason Williams, the senior, 5'10", 180 pounds. So good frame for a running back, and he is good for the first down now on the Eagles' 43-yard line.
Webb City is starting to gain a little bit of momentum here. They're definitely working their way up, and this Nixa defense needs to be able to get those stops close to the line of scrimmage in order to win this game.
Johnson out left. He's going to keep the ball and move it down the sideline. Ty Kellis will force him out of bounds, but not before he picks up the first down on the quarterback keeper. Near the 30-yard line, I think they'll put him at the 28. First down Cardinals, and this drive is moving along pretty well.
Webb City chugging along here. Great job here by the offense. And, you know, you can't really blame a defense for maybe letting up a touchdown in the first quarter, but now they've got a good look, and we'll see what happens.
And only runs from Webb City, and they'll keep the same trend here up the middle. Williams gets a good amount of yardage, and running the ball is a theme I expect to see tonight. Weather tonight is 57 degrees and some rain coming down, so going to want to hold on to that ball, maybe not risk getting an interception on an errant pass downfield due to weather circumstances, and looks like that's what Webb City is doing right now, just keeping that ball on the ground, making sure nothing bad happens. So 2 men will move in motion. Johnson up the middle again to Williams, and the Eagles defense sniffs that one out quickly, but not before a 3-yard gain.
Good stop by the Nixa defense there. And kind of to touch on what Brady said,
and Jax Adams, and we are experiencing some technical difficulties there for a second, but we should be back and streaming. We apologize if you missed that. Nixa had a ginormous 4th down stand on their own 1-yard line, and they are now back with the ball up 7-0, 3rd and short. Scholar Brown moves in motion, handoff up the middle to Adams, and he will be able to, it looks like he gained the first down. We'll see where the referee spots it, and yes, they will give it to him. And Jax Adams is a guy who came in last week against Republic into the game, and he had a really good run, actually broke some tackles and was able to get into the end zone. And right now he's backing up McCaster.
This is what we like to see out of this Nixa offense in a situation like that, deep in their own territory. They're able to gain momentum and get out of this situation. And shout out Jax Adams being able to help this Nixa offense get out.
Now we'll see McCaster on the sideline stretching around a bit, hoping he'll be back in this game later. But Owen Locke will come on the end around. He will try to stay on his feet and just tripped over to the ground at the 19-yard line. Pretty decent gain for Nixa right there. It will be 2nd and 5 now for the Eagles.
Not the man I expected to see in motion, but good job, Owen Locke, good gain. Hopefully we can see some action from Scholar Brown soon.
Handoff to Adams once again. He's going to find a hole and move upfield. Breaking tackles, staying on his feet to the 32-yard line. He'll pick up the first down for an Eagles new set of chains.
Definitely.
And good gain from Adams.
Definitely got a little tripped up there with an O-lineman. I believe that was number 68, Jameson Truitt, with the block there. Got a little bit tripped up by him, but he was able to stay on his feet and get the first down.
Yeah, good body control from Adams. McKnight will fake the handoff, look downfield, and find Scholar Brown wide open right in the middle of the zone, and he will catch a pass and move upfield for more down at the Webb City Cardinals 49-yard line, and the Eagles have a new set of chains.
And that's exactly what I wanted to see there. Finally getting Scholar Brown some action after he didn't see much in the game versus Republic.
Yeah, and you just found the soft spot in the zone there, and McKnight read the defense perfectly and was wide open. And he made the pass. Adams once again gets the handoff. He's going to try to get around the edge, but he will be taken down by the horse collar, and there comes the flag. So he was down at the 45-yard line, but they will get some yards tacked onto that.
Other than that, good job by those outside linebackers being able to get to him. However, there is a flag. Most likely a horse collar here. They are moving Webb City's defense back. And Nixa has just gained 15 yards off a horse collar tackle.
Yeah, that one was a pretty easy call there for the officials. Nixa with the penalty will be moved on to the 31-yard line. But like you said, good job from those outside linebackers. Jax Adams, we know, has a lot of speed, but not able to get around the edge there as they had the right angle. Handoff to McCaster as he is back in the game, bouncing outside, trying to get around, and he will be tripped up by number 20, Barrick Hoffman. The junior defensive back is able to get him by his toes there and gets a good tackle, only allowing a minimal gain of 2.
However, it could be too late for this Webb City defense with that 15-yard gain from the penalty, and Nix's offense is in Webb City territory here.
Yeah, if you're Webb City, you're just hoping to try to stop this Nixa team, only let up a field goal. As McCaster will get another handoff, and they find him immediately, and they are all over him in the backfield. Loss of yardage. First one there was Cooper Ray, the sophomore, and he sniffed that one out immediately. Nixa coming up with a 3rd and long, 3rd and 10, just over 2 minutes left in the first quarter.
Even in these moments, Nixa can pull something off, and we saw a little bit of that against Republic, especially with that catch by Randy Flint, saving that 3rd down, I believe.
Yes, so look for the pass here. Here it is. McKnight drops back, looks over the middle, and it's caught by Kubik, and he will pick up the first down. Quick strike from McKnight in the middle of the field. Or excuse me, that was Brian Sandgren. I thought I saw that 6 that he wears was an 8. As Kubik will sub onto the field for him, but nevertheless, quick strike from McKnight over the middle to Sandgren, and it's good to see him back on this field after he suffered a knee injury last week. I'm happy that he is back on the field for this team. Handoff McCaster, and the ball hits the deck, and McKnight will have to pick it up quickly and lose some yardage. There's the rain as well, contributing on that play. 2 fumbles now in the game.
Yeah, it seemed to be a counter play where the running back takes one step and then goes in the other direction. And in this weather like that, those handoffs can be especially tricky Nixa no longer in the red zone, and it looks like, here we go.
Yeah, definitely a harder handoff there. And McKnight looks left, and it's picked off at the 15-yard line. Now bouncing outside is the cornerback, and he will be tackled at the 35-yard line. Carson Myers, the senior, gets the interception, and the Eagles run out of luck there. Webb City's offense will come back onto the field with some momentum on their side. Good play from Carson Myers.
Webb City pressuring Nixa here after that fumble and then an interception here. Webb City will now have the ball in the middle of their own territory. Let's see if they can put some points on the board and tie the game up.
Webb City here, 41 seconds left in the first quarter. Got to show something now as they got a turnover to stop this Nixa offense from going up 2 scores. That's exactly what you need. Johnson hands it off up the middle, and Nixa's defensive line is all over that one, but he'll be pushed forward for maybe a 5-yard gain. Or 4, excuse me. 2nd and 6 will come up as clock keeps winding down in this first half.
Good effort there by the Webb City running back, being able to fall forward with that extra yardage there, helping his team out. And great effort, like I said. And here we go with the next play.
Gabe Johnson. Clock will run out, so this will be the last play of the first quarter. And it will be another minimal gain for Webb City. So 3rd and 2 coming up in the second quarter. That will conclude the first quarter of this matchup between the Nixa Eagles and the Webb City Cardinals. 7-0 is your score. Nixa leads, but Webb City with momentum and driving. We'll be back after this short break.
Don't fumble when it comes to your home's comfort. Our air services team is on the ball with all your HVAC, plumbing, and electrical needs. We offer fast, same-day service, top-quality products. Get in touch with us today and score your peace of mind.
Don't get nervous, call Air Services today.
We are back from the break. Second quarter now underway. Nixa leads 7-0. If you're just now joining us, I'm Brady Richard alongside my partner Carter Zoromski. Nixa scored on the very first play of the game with maybe a 75-yard run from Jaden McCaster as he got the game going quickly, but Webb City had an interception and is now driving. Johnson handing up the middle to Williams, and he is able to just get the first down for the Cardinals and get a new set of chains.
Webb City definitely has that weird stance there where they're crouching, but it just allows them to be more explosive, and that's what we saw there, punching in for the first down. Webb City conjuring up the play here, making a few substitutions, and here we go.
Webb City comes out of the huddle after that first down gain. 2 in the backfield as usual. Johnson will throw it out right, and Williams will turn up field for a first down gain. And the quarterback pitch works to perfection as they gain the first down.
A pitch is definitely a risky play in this type of weather. The ball can slip out of the hands pretty easily, but Webb City executed it perfectly and was able to secure the first down.
Back onto the line quickly is the Cardinals. Johnson with another pitch as it worked last time. He'll turn upfield, bounce off a tackle, and get a sizable gain of around 8.
Don't really see people repeating plays unless it worked, and it worked there again with a decent gain there. And I expect to see more of that. Who knows, it could happen on this play as well.
Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it there. 2 good plays, and flags are thrown by the near sideline judge. We'll look to the white cap. False start on the offense, so that'll throw Webb City back 5, 2nd and 7 now. So good break for the Nixa defense as they have a lot more leeway.
Definitely not a great penalty there. I mean, a false start is one of those you can absolutely avoid, but it happens sometimes.
Yeah, that's just one of those discipline penalties you got to look out for. And there, just jumped early, and they got to pay the price. Williams gets a handoff again, and he will get some decent yardage there as 3rd down and 5 will be up for the Cardinals. Big play for the Nixa defense so they can stop this Webb City momentum potentially.
Absolutely crucial moment for this Webb City offense. 3rd down in Nixa's territory.
Webb City has got to have this. They still have 0 on the scoreboard, can change it easily this drive. Johnson is under center. Hands it off to Williams, and he will be stopped immediately at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard, and 4th down will come up for the Cardinals. Very similar situation to earlier.
Number 70, Caden Flood, the main man on the tackle there. Him and the D-line was able to get that stop.
4th down and 3 coming up for the Cardinals. Big play now, 9 minutes left in this second quarter. Seen a lot of rushing from Webb City so far this game, and I expected them to stay with it here as Webb City will take a timeout to talk over this play. Like I was mentioning, though, we'll take a look at the stats for Webb City and their rushing. Mason Williams, the running back, has 10 attempts for 50 yards. Johnson behind him with 26 yards, and Slade Hurd with 23. So obviously a run-heavy team. We already established that. They tried to pass, and it was dropped for a touchdown. Carter, what do you think they're going to run out with here?
Definitely, I think they could go for that quarterback toss there. I forget the word. But it definitely worked the past 2 times. And like Brady said, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And here comes the Nixa defense ready for this crucial 4th down stop. It's all or nothing here.
Webb City is in Nixa territory on their 31. They quickly come to the line out of the huddle. 4th down and 3, the second one this game for the Cardinals. Let's see what happens. Johnson goes out right, pitches it like you said they might do, and he will move forward for the 1st down. Webb City converts that one. Flags fly in the air on the opposite side of the field. We will see what that is, but as of now, new set of downs for the Cardinals. We will look to the white cap. Here's the replay. Yeah, Nixa was just late to the pitch there. Here's the flag.
And it looks like it will be on Nixa here. We don't know exactly what the penalty is yet, but it was on the Nixa defense.
Yes, so Nixa late hit out of bounds on the Eagles with personal foul, so that'll be 15 yards tacked onto that 1st down. They are once again into the Eagles' red zone. Last time they were here, they were stopped at the 1-yard line. We'll see what they do here. Handoff Williams. He's going to find a hole and move upfield, breaking tackles, and finally dragged down at the 5-yard line.
Number 20 linebacker Max Nickel with the play, stopping the Webb City offense from scoring a touchdown there. However, they did get a significant gain of yards and are now deep in Nixa's territory in scoring range. Let's see if the Nixa defense can get a crucial stop here.
Johnson will keep the ball, move upfield, and maybe no gain on that one. So second down or third down. I was looking at the scoreboard and it still says first. So Wyatt Isaacson will get the tackle there. The chains say third down. And okay, so third down and 3, final decision there. We got it right now. The chain gang is coming out to measure if they got the first down here inside the 5. So we'll see what they call. And I can tell from here they are a sizable amount short. So this will be third down and 1 for the Cardinals finally. That is the final decision here from the referees. Third down and 1. Nixa leads 7-0, 8 minutes, 11 seconds left in the first half. Nixa once again getting loud over here, trying to do anything they can to stagger this Cardinals team. Johnson hands it off, moving outside, diving for the pylon. And touchdown, Cardinals. Number 4, Slade Hurd found the end zone there, and they have the potential to tie up this ball game 7-7 with an extra point. And good run from there, diving for the pylon. The Nixa defense was too late, and good drive from the Webb City Cardinals.
Here comes the kicker. Score is Webb City 6, Nixa 7. Let's see if they can convert the score from 6 to 7.
And extra point is good. After that score, the score will be 7-7, and we will be going down to our sideline reporter, DK Nelson.
I'm DK Nelson here at Eagle Stadium, Nixa, Missouri. There was rain in the area at the start of the game, but that did not hinder the Nixa student section, the Dirty Birds, from showing out tonight. They are here in full force, hoping to give the Nixa Eagles a little bit of an edge to win this football game against Webb.
Thank you, DK, for that report. So they fixed the scoreboard. It said 8-6, but it is 7-7 as he made that extra point. Republic, after they scored, came out with an onside kick last week multiple times. So we'll see if Webb City has the same strategy here and if the Nixa Hands team is ready for it this time, as they missed it a couple times last week. Kicking it off is Aldreet as he comes to the ball. It will be a pooch kick down the field and caught by Jax Adams. He will try to find an opening, but he'll be dragged down by Barrick Hoffman, and Nixa's offense will return to the field. Last drive, they had that interception from Adam McKnight, and that ended their hopes of scoring. They were deep into the Webb City territory, but just the turnover they had ruined it.
A new change for this offense, number 30, Joshua Ford in the backfield. We saw him in the Jamboree, and he's a very talented running back.
Yeah, lots of speed on Josh Ford. Runs track, but McKnight will keep this one and move out right, running over defenders, and eventually stopped for maybe a 2-yard gain. Or no, it looks like 2 yards. The line judge is giving him 5 right now, so he must have reached for it a bit. And yes, 2nd and 5 now for the Eagles. So good effort from McKnight. I thought for sure he did not get a lot of yards on that, but I guess he proved me wrong. Handoff to Ford, and he will move through the middle of the field, uses his speed a bit, and gets a 4-yard gain now, 3rd and 1 coming up, and a big 3rd down for Webb City, because if they can get the stop here, they have a chance to go up on the lead potentially.
First run there for Joshua Ford, and like Brady said, it was a 4-yard gain. Great way to start off your snaps, and here comes the 3rd down.
Handoff Ford. Ford will try to get the 1st down. It looks like he got it, and they will give it to him. So the Eagles will have a new set of downs at the 36-yard line, I believe. And we will see what comes up. Joshua Ford will stay on the field. Jaden McCaster, it's looking like he's stretching out his leg there. Something might be bugging him on the sideline. Ford will get the handoff. Once again, moving right, jumps over a defender that was on the ground and gets a sizable gain, maybe 4 or 5 yards, and it will be 2nd and 6. 6 minutes left in the first half.
Joshua Ford is doing a great job here. You know, we're not seeing Jaden McCaster or Jax Adams on the sideline, but Joshua Ford is just doing as good with some good runs for this power offense that we're playing. Here we go.
McKnight once again, handoff Ford. He'll try to bounce it outside and will be stopped quickly, forced out of bounds, maybe a yard gain, and 3rd down will come up for the Eagles. 3. We've seen only runs on this drive so far. McKnight obviously had that interception last drive, but that's one of those things you just got to forget about and keep going. I expect to see him pass more still this game. We still haven't seen Randy Flint on the field, who had a big catch last game against Republic, and McKnight will keep the snap, move upfield, find a hole, break a tackle now, still on his feet, dragging defenders with him, and all the way to the 36-yard line. McKnight will pick up the 1st down and more. Great run for the Eagles.
And that's why Adam McKnight is such a great quarterback. Not only can he pass, he can also run as well. And even after an interception, he still keeps his hopes up, keeps that momentum, and gets a sizable gain there for this Nixa offense.
Nixa will now be on Webb City's 36-yard line. We have seen only runs so far this drive from the Eagles, but I'm sure that is subject to change. McKnight keeps the ball, looks downfield to Carter Mabe. Carter Mabe will haul in the pass and find the red and gray touchdown. Nixa. Carter Mabe with his 2nd touchdown of the year, and that is a way to get going after the interception. First pass on the drive is a touchdown. What a play from the Eagles.
Yeah, now that this weather has dried up, it's not really that wet anymore. This Nixa offense definitely feels a little more safe making these passes. And when you get a playmaker like Carter Mabe, you get a touchdown.
Kamke with the extra point, and it will be good. 14-7, Nixa will take the lead, and that is a great way to get the momentum back after the stop. We will be going to the sideline now.
I'm Zoe, we're here at the Nixa High School. I talked to Coach Perry and some of the players this week, and I realized that they are putting in so much work after last game with the opponents scoring a touchdown. So we just got a touchdown. Let's see what we can do the rest of the night. Back up to y'all in the booth.
Thank you, Zoe, for the sideline report. Nixa just took the lead, 14-7. 4 minutes and 19 seconds left in the first half. Webb City, I think, has got to score on this drive. Carter, what do you think they need to do?
Yeah, they definitely need to tie this score up, but this Nixa defense did stop him the first time. Wasn't able to stop him the second time, but third time is the charm, and hopefully we can get a defensive stop here.
Good kick from Fields is caught at the 5-yard line, and he will find a decent hole and move forward to the 32-yard line on the return, or the 33, excuse me. They'll give him an extra yard. So Webb City will get the ball with decent field position now. And they will be trying to score to end this half, as they will start with the ball for the second half. The defense has been pretty solid for Nixa this game. Come up with a lot of stops when they needed them. Webb City is going to need a score quickly. Johnson hands it off, and the Nixa interior swallows him up quickly. Minimal gain for the Cardinals. They'll give them 2. 2nd and 8 now, rolling up for the Cardinals.
Great stop there by the Nixa defensive line. Expect to see more of that. Great momentum there by the defense, giving them a minimal gain. But Webb City definitely has a bit of hunger here, as they want to tie this score up.
And Webb City has had a lot of chances. If we look at the stats, Webb City and Nixa has the same amount of first downs, but Nixa with a lot more yards, obviously. As here's the handoff to Hurd, and he will get a decent gain up to the 40-yard line. But Webb City's offense hasn't been stagnant. They've been doing what they need to, picking up first downs. They're 3 for 5, and they are 50% on their 4th down attempts as well. But I just think they've got to implement some passing possibly into their scheme, because right now Nick's just picking up on the run so quickly.
Especially now that the weather is drier, they should go for some passes for sure.
Williams will look to pass now, but just flips it to his running back on his right, and he is stopped. Great tackle there on the far sideline, and a flag will fly into the air. I think that might have been Max Nickel there on the tackle. We'll look at the replay.
That was the 4th time they ran that play. It did not go that well that time, and let's see what the penalty is. And it looks like it will be on Nixa, giving Webb City a first down. Let's see what exactly the penalty is.
Late hit on the defense, and I watched that happen. Reed Wilson got the tackle initially, and Max Nickel kind of jumped on him. I don't know if I agree with that, but Nixa, you just got to move on and see what you can do to try to stop them going forward. Johnson will keep the ball, and he is met immediately in the backfield, and he had nowhere to go. Stopped quickly by a flock of Eagles. I think Urban Arnold was there first. No chance to do anything now, nearing 2 minutes left in the second quarter.
Nix is doing a great job keeping their momentum after that penalty there.
Johnson will flip it out right to Hurd once again, and a great tackle there on the far side from Ty Kellis will force Hurd out of bounds, and will bring up 3rd down, but clock stops for Webb City, so not everything so bad on that play.
Here we go, crucial play for them. They could go for that quarterback. I forgot the word again, I'm sorry.
Option.
Quarterback, yeah, option again, but it did not work the last time.
Johnson hands it up the middle to Williams. Quick handoff, and Nixa picks it up early. And it will be 4th down. We'll see the yards needed in a second. Looks like maybe 4. Max Nickel was there on the tackle. 4th and 5 Now, minute and a half left in the fourth quarter, and Webb City, the last thing you want to do is even give Nixa a chance to score here. Considering you get the ball to start the second half, you don't want them to try to get any momentum or potentially go up 2 scores. And it looks like they're going to try to drain as much as the clock as they can here before the snap.
Yeah, but Webb City will be going for it in order to possibly tie the game with not much time left in the first half.
Johnson will pitch it back to Hurd, and he is stopped by Flint, and Nixa gets the 4th down stop for the second time this game. Minute 3 left in the half, and Nixa has a chance to go up 2 scores if they want to try it. Robert Richardson, the defensive coordinator, is hyped up there on the sideline, and that is a ginormous stop for the Eagles.
Yeah, great job there by the defense, finding their momentum after that penalty even. And like Brady said, with a minute left remaining on the clock, they could try some stuff here.
Randy Flint has entered the game. We saw him come in a couple times last week, and whenever he was in, McKnight looked for him. He will look Flint's way. He's got a step and is incomplete, but pass interference will be called on the defense. That one was obvious. So, I mean, he was going to catch it, I think, if he wasn't tugged on by the defender there. But the flag will give Nixa some yardage here. We'll look at the replay.
Yeah, Randy Flint did have that catch last game. That was good. And, yeah, as you can see in the replay, the defensive back kind of grabbed Randy Flint there. And that is for sure a pass interference on Webb City.
So Nixa will just get some yardage on that play near here past the 50 at the 46. No spot of the foul in high school football. So 56 seconds left. I imagine Nixa will try to look deep again, considering how much time they have left. McKnight drops back, feeling some pressure from the right side. He'll step up and use his legs moving forward to the 32-yard line. McKnight uses his awareness and scrambles for a good chunk of yardage. 49 seconds left now in the first half.
Yeah, great run there by McKnight. You know, he is playmaker for sure. Being able to turn nothing into something there. Got a first down there, and with 49 seconds left in the clock, we do have an opportunity to score.
And going out of bounds stops the clock. So that's something McKnight did. That was very smart. Now he'll fake the handoff, rolling out left, and he will throw it hauled in on the sideline. Good catch from Owen Locke to drag those toes and make sure he stays in bounds. And he will also run out of bounds. So that will stop the clock as well. There's the replay. Good throw and catch.
Yeah, going out of bounds there is definitely what you want to do. Slow down that clock. Make sure no time is wasted, especially in a crucial moment like this where you're trying to up your lead to 2 scores at the end of the first half. And here comes the Nixa offense.
Adams in the backfield with McKnight. Handoff to Adams. He will move upfield through the middle and get brought down at the 15-yard line, and Nixa will use a timeout to stop the clock and talk things over. 36 seconds left in this half. Nixa has a big opportunity to score here and go up 2 scores going into halftime. We'll let these teams talk it over, and we'll be back after this short break. We are back, 14-7. Nixa leads, 36 seconds left in this rainy first half. Nixa has a chance to score and extend the lead to 14 points if they are able to. McKnight looks right, going through his progressions, will step up field, break a couple tackles, and be tripped up at the 5-yard line. I imagine Coach Perry will use another timeout to stop the clock. And here, I think they're close enough that they can maybe try to run it in now, especially with one timeout left.
Yeah, someone that we haven't seen on the field recently is Jaden McCaster. Like Brady said, there might have been something bugging him, but in a crucial moment like this, Jaden McCaster is definitely needed.
So 29 seconds left. Nixa has first and goal at the 5-yard line. This is a big moment in the game. Here we look at the Nixa Dirty Birds, who have been supportive all season so far. Even though we're just the Jamboree in week 1 in, they have been loud and rowdy for the home team Eagles.
The holder and the long snapper are warming up on the sideline in case of a field goal, but only 5 yards left to go to reach the end zone.
McKnight takes the snap, fakes the handoff to Adams. He's going to look right. He's rolling right as well. Back of the end zone, and he throws it in no one's reach, out of bounds. And 2nd and 5 comes up, but not all bad there. Don't lose any yards and stop the clock, but 2nd down will come up.
Yeah, still plenty of time left to score here, especially in a position like this and an offense like Nixa's. If the lead is up to 21-7, then that'll be a problem for Webb City. However, they do receive the ball in the second half as they elected to defer, and that could be very helpful if Nixa does get the score here.
So here we go. 2nd and 5 for the Eagles. Lock moves in motion. McKnight with the quarterback keeper. He will try to break some tackles and dive for the end zone, and he is stopped short at the 3-yard line. Coach Perry, I believe, used his last timeout to stop the clock. Yep, there they go into the huddle. So if Webb City can only hold Nixa to a field goal here, that is a very impressive feat from that defense, considering how strong this offense is from the Eagles.
Yeah, and like I mentioned earlier, the long snapper, number 19, Hudson Stelling, and the holder, number 37, Jonah Fields, were warming up on the sideline, getting ready for a possible field goal here if the Webb City defense can end up stopping them. And here are your Dirty Birds on the screen. The theme tonight is Whiteout. They're definitely excited to see a matchup like this. They've been loud, shaking the booth, bringing energy to the game. And here comes the Nixa offense trying to score and up the lead by 14.
Like you said, they can up the lead to 14 here if they can find the end zone. Cantwell moves out into a receiving, and that play was just all over the place. The ball is thrown up to the back of the end zone to Kubik, and late flag flies in. I do not know what for. I mean, that play kind of confused me. It was all over the place.
Looks like it was a defensive PI as the Webb City players seem confused.
And like you said, defensive pass interference there will be the call, so Nixa will get a first down and at half distance to the goal line, I assume. There, McKnight just had to throw it up, and yeah, did not turn his head around and try to make a play on the ball, so.
Yeah, but that was very interesting there where they did get Jackson Cantwell on the line. However, he was just blocking there, it seemed, or like an emergency resort, and here comes the play.
McKnight takes the snap, rolls out right once again. He's going to try to use his legs and spin for the end zone, and he will find it. Touchdown, Nixa. McKnight finds the end zone once again, and the Eagles will extend the lead to 13. Chance to make it 14 with the extra point.
Great job there by McKnight with that spin move to get into the end zone there. Dived in, even with Webb City tackling him there, he was still able to push through and get the touchdown for the Eagles.
Good toughness from McKnight as Kamke is 3 for 3 on extra points tonight. And this first half is just coming to a close now. Maybe just the kickoff or one play after that. With 4 seconds left, Nixa had some struggles. They had the interception. They let the Webb City get deep into their own territory, but they did not break, and they were able to recover flawlessly. And now they find themselves up 2 scores, 21-7.
Here come these special teams with 4 seconds left on the clock. Webb City could play a game of hot potato here or call for a fair catch and then just launch it downfield in an effort to score here. But that is unlikely against this Nixa defense, but anything can happen in high school football.
I imagine they'll just maybe take this and head to the locker room, talk about that drive that's going to be coming up here to start the second half. There's a squib kick up the middle, recovered at the 25, and he will be taken down by Wyatt Mabe on the return. So Nixa ends the first half leading by 14, 21-7. Great things are ahead. In the second half, Nixa played a pretty good first half. They had some ups, they had some downs. Webb City as well. I was surprised by how good they were able to come and compete with Nixa. I think if they can get a score to start the second half, that they can be right back in this game. But 20-minute intermission, halftime. We will be back after this break. See you guys in the second half.
We'd like to thank Reliable Chevrolet for tonight's halftime show, bringing you the best cars and trucks and community spirit. Thank you, Reliable, for supporting.
I'm DK Nelson. Here joining me is Coach Perry, the Nixa Eagles coach. Up 21-7 in the halftime. What did you like from your guys thus far?
Man, I thought they played really hard. I thought it was a great football game. I thought Webb City played hard. I'm really glad we got that touchdown right there because they're going to get the ball to start the second half. But I thought our kids played hard. It was pretty clean.
And with Webb City getting the ball to start the second half, getting that touchdown, what do you want to see out of your defense on that first drive?
Man, we want to try to stop them and make them punt. Let us get the ball back and see if we can go score again, and that'll kind of throw them out of what they really want to do with all that running. So that'll be a big possession for us.
Thank you, Coach, and good luck in the second half. Stay tuned for the rest of this football game.
Nixa High School is proud to present their 2025 Nixa Crimson Corps. The band is under the direction of Craig Thielen. Assistant band directors are Michael Bradford and Erica O'Brien, Kim Patterson and Kirby Spade. Color guard direction is provided by John Sullivan. Additional support is provided by Rhett Fassman, Sonia Brecken, Avery Burton, Jaden Colson, Lucas Finger, Kevin Neely, Chuck Neely, Anita Newland, Allison Rose, Leah Wilson, and the Nixa Band Boosters. Tonight, the Crimson Corps performs their portion of their 2025 competition show titled NYC Concrete Canvas. We enjoy having the Nixa Band bring the unique art, music, and vibrancy that defines New York City. This season, the band will have 4 competitions held in Ozark, Bentonville, Missouri State, and the Bands of America Super Regional in St. Louis. Next Saturday, September the 13th, the band will host the Pregame Music Exhibition here at Eagle Stadium. The band performs at 11 a.m. Nixa High School is proud to present drum majors Justin Adkins, Maddie Junicky, Kinsey Gifford, Dalton Jones, and the 2025 Nixa Crimson Corps performing NYC Concrete Canvas. Ladies and gentlemen, the 2025 Crimson Corps. The band would like to thank Legacy Trucking and their continued support of the Nixa Band program. And if you're interested in learning more about the band program, including how to be part of the band boosters, please visit nixabands.net. You can also follow their band program on social media at Nixa Band. Stick around. After the game, the Crimson Corps performs a fifth quarter music review. You do not want to miss that, I guarantee you. And thank you. Great job, Nixa Crimson Corps. Looking forward to seeing that entire program. Hey, don't forget they perform here at 11 a.m. next Saturday, September the 13th. And coming up, the dance team, Nixa High School. Ladies and gentlemen, help me make welcome to the field the Nixa High School dance team. Under the direction of Kayla Warner, this group gets better and better every year. Now let's meet them. Captain Maddie Ganucci. Captain Anna Shores. Co-captain Scarlett Blair. Co-captain Briley Welch. Spirit Captain Maggie Flynn. Spirit Captain Sophia Savage. Warren Ahern. McKenna Capon. Annabelle Clark. Macy Herring. Tessa Capley. Ella Lindsay. Brylan Mulachek. And McKenna Heavy. Ladies and gentlemen, the Nixa High School 2025 dance team. Job. Hey, coming up, we got the Smile Cam, that Dance Cam, and we're going to play a little Name That Tune. Coming up shortly here, Eagle Football 2025. Now, ladies and gentlemen, focus your attention on the video board. It's the Austin Orthodontics Smile Cam. forced to smile. There's a happy double. It's a big smile. There's a couple of good smiles. We would like to thank Austin Orthodontics for the smile cam. There's another big smile. And now it's the Rage Fitness Flex Cam. Let's see those muscles or lack of muscles. The Rage Fitness, even on their biceps. It's got the Rage Fitness. That's pretty good. It's the Flex Cam. Thank you, Rage Fitness. You see the camera, you flex. Look at him guns. I mean, there you go. There's the popcorn guns. You're supposed to flex, ladies. Stop dance cam. Somebody tell him to get off his phone and flex. There's some guns. Look at those. Thank you, Rage Fitness, for sponsoring our Flex Cam tonight at Eagles Football 2025. One more cam. Let's see your moves. It's the Dance Cam. There you go. Always said Jack Manson could dance. There's some moves. There you go. Alright, we're gonna speed it up. Here we go. Let's do the Cotton Eye Joe. Sitting down. The Big Eagle doing the jump. Nixa Live broadcast crew, you guys do a fantastic job at making things so much fun around here. Hey, we're going to play a new game. We're going to do Name That Tune. So what we're going to do is we're going to play a short snippet of a song that most of you will know. All we need you to do is when we stop playing it, fill out the song, and then we'll tell you what it is. Here we go. Song number 1. All right, what is that song? All right, somebody said it. Here you go. Here's the reveal. So you know how we do it now. So what we're going to do is we're going to play another one for you. And you got to guess the name of this song. If you don't know this one, you've been hiding under a rock for the last 30 years. Here we go. Here is song number 2. All right, name that tune. That's right. Beat it. DJ. Perfect. All right, we're going to do one more. And correction on my part, that's Billie Jean. That is not Beat It. One more song. Name that tune. Here we go. Name that tune. Hey, you got it. Hotel California, the Eagles. Great job. Thank you for playing Name That Tune. Thank you to the Nixa Live broadcast crew. You guys do a phenomenal job. Coming up, second half action. We'll do a little light show for you here. Coming up momentarily here, Eagle football 20-25.
Hello everyone and welcome back. Second half action is underway between the Webb City Cardinals and the Nixa Eagles. 2 minutes until the second half starts as they drop the lights and make it red here at Eagle Stadium. Nixa had a great first half. They scored first play of the game, which obviously is good. Interception, second drive, and then they got it going and got a touchdown from Carter May and McKnight ran himself. So we will see what they are able to do in this second half. Webb City will start with the ball, and we will see if they can hopefully for them score and try to get some momentum and break into the
Yeah, right now it looks like Kaden McCaster is running a little bit on the sideline. Hopefully we see some more in here in the second half to really secure the victory. Definitely some solid round action. We saw that one play from him in the first half. A little bit more of that would be awesome, and then definitely incorporate some passing as well now that the weather is quite dry and safe for both teams to pass. So Nixa might need to expect Webb City's offense to pass. But this will definitely be a very interesting second half. Webb City is ball. They can score here and shorten the lead. or Nixa gets the stop, which would drastically increase the chances of winning.
Yeah, and I'm glad he brought up Jaden McCaster there at the beginning. I was hearing some talk outside during halftime, and it's senior night, and he has to warm up and go off, and it's kind of tight there in his legs. And that is what was happening with him. His legs were tight, especially after that first run. Now he needed nothing there. So definitely we'll hope to see him now in the second half. Welcome to the booth. Just now joining us. I'm Brady Rich alongside my partner Carter Zoromski. And Nixa is here to kick the ball off now. Jonah Fields will be the kicker for Nixa. He's got that big leg of his that he's going to put on display.
Thank you. Nixa live broadcast back to receive.
Will receive. Here is Fields. Fixing the ball now. Fielded the Webb City 5-yard line. He will move upfield, and Reed Wilson will get to him first and immediately wrapped down by number 12, Jaron Davis after. So Webb City, we're looking at that first half. They ran the ball, I would say 99% of the time. They had one pass attempt, I remember, and it was an incomplete drop in the touchdown. I think 99% should.
For sure, yeah. Webb City does not have a single receiving yard. All of their yards have came from rushing with Mason Williams, Slade Hurd, and Gabe Johnson. So they might incorporate some passes here now that it is more safe and needed to do so.
Johnson hands it off to Williams. He finds an early hole, stiff arms the man. Now moving up the sideline. He's got some room to work with. Randy Flint comes over to try to stop him. He'll slip the tackle. Good block from his teammate, and he will find the end zone. Big run, Gabe Williams with the block from Holden Johnson. And Webb City will get a big run to start the half. Looked like Nixa in the first half, and they cut into the Eagles' lead now, 21-13. Very much needed play from Webb City.
Perfect execution there by the Webb City Cardinals. I mean, you avoided the tackles even when Randy Flint had that good angle there. Made those blocks and was able to find the end zone in the first play of the game. Much needed break here for the Webb City offense, and the extra point here will be good. Nixa 21, Webb City 14. Nixa now preparing to get the ball here.
And Rob Richardson, I already see him down there looking at film with all of the coaches. They're going to see what went wrong there. A lot of missed tackles, I would say, is something that needs to be better there. But this Nixa offense now, they know what they're going up against. Webb City is fired up, and that is exactly what the Cardinals needed to open this half. One play touchdown. So the Eagles offense needs to come out here and show Webb City something and get a score, because Webb City came out firing on all cylinders. Carter Mabe is back to receive with Randy Flint, Jax Adams, and Kubik as well. Diego Aldreet is kicking off for Webb City, and I mean, I don't know. Do you see this formation? They're all swaying arms here, and now they come out. So they were just getting ready. Looks like an onside kick possibly being lined up here from Aldreet. So Hans' team will have to be ready. Now a pooch kick down to Max Nickel. He will elect for a fair catch down at the 27-yard line. So here comes McKnight and company. We will see if McCaster gets some action here in the second half. We spoke about it a bit. He's a little bit of tightness in his leg. Joshua Ford will come out instead. So McKnight looked a lot more confident after that interception. Didn't let it get to his head, had that touchdown to Mabe, and ran it in himself. So see what he has in store now for the Eagles offense. Coming to the line now, making adjustments, just him and Ford in the backfield. Hand off to Ford, and he will sprint up the middle, quick burst, and get a decent gain up to the 39-yard line. Maybe the 38 is where they'll put him. And second and maybe 4 will be coming, 2nd and 5 coming up for the Nixa Eagles.
Some good news for everyone watching. Jaden McCaster does have his helmet on in his bye. the coach is looking like he will be subbed in soon.
Handoff. Adams, though, kept by McKnight. He'll find a hole and just get tripped up around the 40-yard line and will pick up the first down for the Eagles. That fake there to Adams got the defense jumping, and McKnight capitalized immediately. Just under 11 minutes now left in the third quarter. A minute, and McKnight hands off to Adams, and Adams tries to squirm his way forward, and his stop somehow stays up and gets a few more extra yards.
Here comes Jaden McCaster onto the field after a leave of absence there for some time. He is now back on the field. Hopefully we can get a good run out of him here and increase our lead like we saw in the very first play of the game.
And that's a good sign for Nixa, as he is an X factor on this team, a leader. The transfer from DeSmet had a big first game, and he was looking to have a big second until he was sidelined for a bit there. And he will take the snap, move upfield, stay on his feet, bounce outside. He's almost got free, but just dragged down near the 50-yard line, but able to get a decent amount of yardage, just a yard short of the first down. It will be 3rd and 1.
That's what we like to see there, after that Titan sent us back on the field, getting some good runs. It took quite a bit for the Webb City defense to tackle him and get him down. Here we go.
McKnight fumbles the snap, ball on the ground. McKnight will jump on it, and frustration shown from McCaster, as that was almost disaster, and a little bit of pushing and shoving, and flag flies, and that is not a smart play from Webb City, and I think Nixa will get the first down from that. Barrick Hoffman made the mistake there after the play. We'll see what the Whitecap says. And there it is on sportsmanlike conduct, so it'll be maybe a 15-yard penalty and give Nixa the first down. Is that another flag that flew there?
Possibly. He seemed to be talking. Nixa was talking to the ref, and he threw the flag. Interesting there.
Maybe we'll see offsetting penalties and just reset the play. Again, we'll see what the referee says. Yeah, so.
Defense, unsportsmanlike conduct, offense. The down count,
So down will count, penalties offset. So it'll be 4th. So it will be 4th down for the Eagles, and they will send the punt team onto the field. I mean, Nixa got that flag from him pushing and shoving, and I think you just got to stay quiet there so you don't get into a situation like this. But Jonah Fields is the punter. Nixa may fake. You never know. Short down in distance here. But Fields will end up punting now. Ball is dropped at the 20. Good roll inside of the 5 to the 3-yard line. So good punt from Jonah Fields, but I think a missed opportunity from the Eagles to get something going there.
There's definitely some frustration with the offensive line down there. They seem to be reviewing film. And, after those offsetting penalties, definitely an issue there because, like Brady said, Webb City got that flag, and if Nixa just stayed quiet, it would have been a more successful drive there, possibly even a touchdown. But on the bright side, Webb City is deep in their own territory, unlikely to score and tie up the game here, but you never know.
So like you said, Webb City is deep in their own territory, loaded backfield as 2 men move in motion. Some movement on the defensive line as well, as Johnson will keep the run up the middle and get a good amount of yardage there for a second and manageable, 2nd and 4 to be exact, for Webb City.
And still at this stage of the game, we have seen barely any passing, only 1 pass attempt, no receiving yards. All their touchdowns and receiving yards, not receiving yards, yards have came from running the ball only. And it surprises me that Nixa hasn't still figured out that they're not going to pass and that they need to focus on the run. And there are some good moments and bad moments.
And here's another run up the middle like you're just talking about. Williams will be able to get the first down as they blow the play dead. And I don't know if it's a formula of I think they know the run's coming, but right now they just can't do anything to stop it because Webb City's doing so well blocking up front and mixing up their looks and packages. So I think Nixa's because we've seen plays where they get past them immediately and get a stop, but Webb City's just being relentless right now inside, and there's nothing they can really do.
Yeah, props to Webb City's O-line.
Yeah, they are definitely winning the trench battle right now here. Johnson will keep this one, and right there, Nixa got the best of him as he only gets a 3-yard gain, or they'll give him 4, so 2nd and 6.
Good stop by the Nixa D-line there, and like Brady said, there are those trench battles, and yeah, multiple battles in the game. Nixa won that one. You win some, you lose some, but at the end of the day, matters who won the game, and that's how you win the war, by winning the game. Here comes Webb City.
Handoff to Williams once again, and Nixa will find him quickly and push him backwards. Forward progress will give him a couple yards, and big 3rd down coming up as Nixa's got to get a stop here and try to get the ball back and score because Webb City seems to be picking up momentum quickly with just over 7 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. We see McCaster sprinting on the sideline, trying to stay warm.
Yeah, I mean, Nixa has got the past 2 stops, and this is one where they definitely need it because if they're able to stop, they will for sure punt this deep in their own territory.
3rd and 4. Johnson trying to move right, and he'll find a hole for the 1st down and more. Flag in the backfield, but right now Johnson is moving upfield. He's got to step on Kellis. Kellis won't be able to get in. Big hit from Randy Flint, knocks him out of bounds. There is a flag all the way back at the 20-yard line.
Yeah, bit of a flashy celebration there from number 3, Gabe Johnson, the quarterback. And the penalty will be on Webb City. All of that for nothing.
Flag will be holding, so 10-yard penalty will move them to 3rd and 14. So 10-yard penalty will push them back and negate the play. Big break for Nixa, but Johnson, you got to give him credit on that run. He found the hole quickly, bursted through it, and was able to almost score the touchdown until Flint had a good hit there and deep in their own territory.
Here we go. Very crucial play here for Webb City. Super deep in their own territory. Back to square one.
And timeout will be called by the Cardinals. Excuse me. 3rd and 13 coming up. 6 minutes, 27 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Nixa leads by 7. Trying to get a stop here. We'll be back after this short break.
There are so many phenomenal things that have happened tonight. Carter May with a touchdown, Adam McKnight with a touchdown, and Owen Locke with an amazing catch. So let's see what they can do tonight. Back up to y'all in the booth.
Down coming up for both teams. Webb City is looking to tie the game up. Webb City is looking to tie the game up potentially, and Nixa is looking to get a stop here and force a punt. Welcome to the booth. If you're just now joining us, I'm Brady Richard alongside my partner Carter Zaromsky. We got a big play coming up here. Webb City comes out of the huddle, and this is formation we haven't seen. 3rd and long. They need this play. So they got 4 wide. And a false start there on number 37, Abel Getz. So that'll throw them back 5 more yards, 3rd and 18 coming up for the Cardinals. And once again, another discipline penalty that you can't have there. Make it even harder for them.
For sure, and their quarterback is practically in their own end zone here. This brings a possibility for a safety, something that you don't see as much in football, especially high school football, but it absolutely is a possibility here. If the Nixa D-line can push through this powerhouse of an O-line, as we've seen, get the safety, add 2 points to the board, and get the ball back.
And what I like to do, if this were me, I'd like to apply pressure here. You know they don't pass a lot, and there it is. Urban Arnold coming immediately, almost gets the safety, throws downfield to an open man, and it is just off his fingertips. Good pressure from the Nixa defensive line, forces the incompletion and hurry up on the quarterback. Urban Arnold was the first one there, and he made the play for the Eagles.
Webb City's offense has absolutely no choice but to punt here. Here comes the punt team, number 3, Carter Mabe in the backfield. In Webb City's territory here, this could be very dangerous for Webb City. A possible score here, even on the return, as Carter Mabe is at the 35-yard line.
Yeah, we know Mabe has lots of speed. There is a punt, and it's going towards the out of bounds, and it will sail out of bounds near the 40-yard line. I think that's the smart play to do there. Don't give Mabe any space to possibly return it, but Nixa has excellent field position already in Webb City's territory as they come back onto the field looking to have a better drive than last. The fumble that they had in the backfield kind of killed their momentum last drive as their defense gets them a big break there.
McCaster in the backfield looking for a big play, and one person we haven't seen much still is Scholar Brown. So end game, if it gets close, you know, we could see him.
McCaster takes the handoff, bounces outside, now runs out of bounds for around an 8-yard gain, maybe 7, and it will be 2nd and 3 coming up for the Nixa Eagles.
Looks like there is an injured Webb City player on the sideline. Thoughts and prayers go out to him. Hopefully he is okay. Here comes the next play.
McKnight takes the snap, handoff McCaster. He'll sprint up the middle of the field and just get dragged down near the at the 24-yard line. Good run from McCaster, and he will come out of the game for Adams, just trying to keep him out of injury and not work him too much as he's already got something nagging at him right now. Eagles first down now. We just went under 6 minutes into the 3rd quarter. Kubik in motion. McKnight fakes the handoff, rolls out right. He's got room to work with. He'll move upfield using his legs and run out of bounds for the first down. Looked like a late hit, and there will come the flag. And that will tack on some extra yardage to the already good run from McKnight.
Yeah, Nixa will get closer to the end zone. And like Brady said, McCaster did go to the sideline, and even if there is something bugging him, probably smart to take him out in a comfortable situation like this. But he is going back into the game, subbing out Jax Adams.
There was a late hit there, was the official call, so that'll move Nixa up even closer to the goal line. They're going to be at the 6-yard line.
One more substitution there. Brian Sandgren going in for Carter Mabe. Will play kind of that halfback position there behind Graham Kubik and Jackson Cantwell.
So heavy package here in the backfield. Lots of blocking for McCaster. He'll break some tackles and move upfield, break the plane easily for the touchdown. Nixa gets on the board once again with the extra 6 from Jaden McCaster. 27-14 now as he will find the end zone.
Yeah, stacking on the left was a great idea there. As you can see, like I mentioned, Jackson Cantwell, Graham Cubic, and Brian Sangren all lined up on the left, being Jaden McCaster's bodyguards there, getting him into the end zone. Here comes the extra point.
Kamke is 3 for 3 on the night. We'll see if he keeps that trend alive, and it looks like he will. The field goal is good. Nixa now leads 28-14 with just under 5.5 minutes left in the third quarter. Solid drive from Nixa there, relied heavily on their run game, and it got them all the way to the end zone. Good blocking from those big boys up front.
Here, the Webb City offense definitely has a score here. I mean, we're approaching the later time in the game here. Less than half of the third quarter, and then you got the fourth quarter. But the fourth quarter is where you see some of the most clutch moments happen. But Nixa does have a comfortable lead, and their defense did gain some momentum on the last Webb City drive. Here comes Webb City special teams, ready to return the ball. Here comes Nixa. We have a show here with Webb City's offense, hungry for the win, down 2 scores.
Jonah Fields is back to kick for Nixa. Mason Williams is back to receive for Webb City. Fields sends the kickoff his way. Caught at the 5-yard line, will find some blockers moving near the far sideline, and ultimately brought down by Wyatt Mabe at the 30. Nixa's defense coming off a impressive stand on their own end, held or forced them to punt and gave the easy touchdown to their offense. And there was a flag thrown after the play, so I imagine some unsportsmanlike conduct potentially. We'll see what the referee says here. And that will be another unsportsmanlike conduct for Nixa. They've just had so many of them this game. They're starting to pile up now. So Webb City will get some extra yardage there. Will be on their 45-yard line. So excellent field position for their offense. We saw some good plays from them last drive. Their quarterback, Gabe Johnson, had a good run but was negated due to the holding in the backfield, so we'll see if they can try to replicate that, just do it cleanly this time. Johnson will keep the ball and almost find a hole, but he is spun around and down at the 50-yard line with the gain of 5.
Yeah, there's definitely been some tension, you know. I mean, seen both sides get called unsportsmanlike conduct. You know, like even in those trenches, you could see the aggressiveness there. Definitely boiling blood. Tensions growing in this game. Webb City is getting hungrier by the second. But Nixa's defense will not stop until their last breath. Less than 5 minutes in the third quarter. Let's see what Webb City can pull off here.
Johnson under center. 2 in the backfield. Williams will take the snap immediately and move forward, and it looks like they're going to put him a yard short of the first down. So 3rd and 1, maybe 2 for the Cardinals. It will be 3rd and 2. And like you said, going into this drive, Webb City's got to try to score here. It's a pivotal moment for them as they are going into the later stages of the game. And a quarterback sneak spin move from Gabe Johnson. I mean, that's one of the more athletic plays I've ever seen. And he will get the first down to the 41-yard line, and man, that's like some cat instincts to just spin there right after the quarterback sneak.
For sure. I did not expect this game to be that close. I mean, Webb City's marching down to possibly make the lead down 1 score. They've gained some momentum here, definitely boiling blood, and Nixa's definitely letting it get the best of them here. Definitely letting their anger go to bad uses here, but let's see if they can turn it around.
Johnson will keep the snap and try to find a hole, but he's swallowed up quickly by the Nixa defense for a minimal gain of 2. Hunter Jensen will come into the game to get a little bit of time on defense. We know he's going to be playing 2 ways a little bit this year. Very athletic player on the offensive line, so we'll see if that translates to the defensive line. I expect it to from him. He is a very well-rounded player. 2 men in motion. Handoff is kept by Johnson, and Hunter Jensen is all over him and gets the tackle there. So gets in the game and makes an immediate impact. And this will bring up 3rd and 5 for the Cardinals.
This is probably the biggest 3rd down both teams have had so far. I mean, Webb City is on the verge of getting to the end zone. They're going to need a massive play here. And Nixa, to prevent them from scoring, is going to need a massive stop.
You see that replay there? That was a big hit from Jensen to get over there and just push him into the ground. And Williams will take the snap now, and he is stopped immediately by the Nixa interior line. And it will be 4th down and short for the Cardinals. You got to imagine they go for it here in Nixa territory. So far this game, they are 1 for 3 on 4th down. So this is something that they've dealt with already this game. Right now, Nixa's gotten the best of them percentage-wise here. But we'll see if there is a different outcome now. Big play for both teams. It just went under 2 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. Johnson takes the snap, looks back to pass, and he's going to be almost stopped in the backfield, breaks the tackle and moves forward, gets the 1st down somehow. Amazing play from Gabe Johnson, and they will move the chains. Good awareness, and almost has that 6th sense to just feel that defender coming up behind him.
Yeah, that was a smart play call there by Webb City. I mean, they expected to pass something that they weren't ready for. You know, Nixa's defense was probably scrambling all over the place, and then they hit him with the run there in order to get the 1st down. And here we go. Very crucial moment for both teams.
So a new look from Webb City now. 3 in the backfield. Handoff will be given to one of them. They're all there. It's kind of hard to see. It was Abel Getz there getting the ball, and he will come out of the game. Flag is on the field.
And number 96 with the tackle, Max Gradell. Let's see what the ref has to say here.
Or no flag. They just had that animation up there on the screen. I thought I missed something. But Johnson will hand it off to Getz, and there's a flag. I watched him spike that one into the ground. So we will see what the referees call on this one. Hunter Jensen will now exit the game. Coming in is Caden Flood. But he came in there. He got some good reps in at tackle. And the ref will wave off the flag there. So we will keep going. Will be 3rd and short for Webb City. And Nixa has faced a lot of 3rd downs this drive. Just hasn't been able to get the stops they need. But here they have another chance to fix it. 3rd and 5. Johnson hands it off quickly, and he is met in the backfield and stopped near the line of scrimmage for a minimal gain. And the clock is looking like it will wind out in the 3rd quarter. So we will come back to a huge play late in this ball game. 4th and 5. Webb City deep in Nixa territory. We'll be back after this short break.
See which helmet holds the football. Rival Chevrolet Shuffle Game. Is it 1, 2, or 3? set 3, you're the winner. Congratulations. And thank you to Reliable Chevrolet for your sponsorship. And we're going to play it again. We got which helmet has the football. Keep your eye on it. Thank you to Reliable Chevrolet sponsorship this year. Is it 1, 2, or 3?
Both teams return to the field. Fourth quarter is just now getting ready to start. Nixa leads 28-14, but Webb City is in a good position to cut into that lead. 4th and 5. Johnson drops back, looks to run, moving outside, and he will jump forward for the first down. And once again, they were able to convert. Nixa is not able to get the stop, and that is becoming a problem right now for the Nixa defense.
Yeah, Webb City, on third downs, they're okay, but with a 4-11 conversion rate. But on fourth downs, they have a 50% conversion rate, which is probably going up now. 3 and 5, 60%. You don't see that much where they actually are comfortable with going to the fourth down instead of giving it your all on the third.
Yeah, but I think in this stage, you have to go for it. Down 2 scores late in the fourth quarter. Here is the handoff to Williams, and he will move forward for a decent gain. And they're starting to pick up on that quick handoff to Williams, but, I mean, Johnson just keeps killing him with his legs. These guys, these Nixa edge rushers need to start setting the edge and not letting them bounce outside, which is what he likes doing.
For sure. We've seen a lot of outside run plays. It's definitely something that these outside linebackers need to look out for. We've been good at defending some of those inside runs, but those outside runs are definitely the weakness here, and Nixa will have to watch that in case any other team does that as well.
Johnson hands it off to Williams, and he will be stopped, but not before he gets the first down, is what it looks like. We'll see where the ref spots the ball. It's going to be close, and they will bring the chain gang out to measure this. This is an important call in the game. 10.5 minutes left in the game, so the chain gang will come out. And it is looking like it will be a first down for Webb City on Nixa's 7-yard line. Webb City is in perfect position to score and cut into this lead, and you can imagine they might go for an onside kick as well. But we saw Nixa early in the game get a stop on the goal line. Maybe they can do it again here.
Yeah, we saw some of those onside kicks for Republic, and Nixa definitely struggled with that, and there's no doubt that Webb City could try that to get the ball back.
1st and goal. Johnson hands it off, and he is found after maybe a yard or 2 gain, tackled by Caden Flood, and 2nd and goal will come up at the 5-yard line.
And definitely another crucial moment for this Webb City team. Cut the lead down to 1 score. Maybe even go for the onside kick there. Tie up the score, and this would make the game even more exciting. But that's all hypothetical, and we'll see what happens here, what all lays out. Here we go.
Johnson, with 2 behind him, will hand it off, and he is found quickly. Maybe a yard gain. 3rd down coming up for Webb City, and Nixa's defense has been able to do their job now 2 plays in a row. We'll see if they can do it for another 2, as I imagine Webb City is looking to score a touchdown here.
Yeah, probably focus on the outside run again, even though Nixa did get that stop here. Outside run seems to be Nixa's kryptonite, as it has worked for Webb City very well and continues to work well.
And Williams has been the guy to look for tonight. He's got 20 rushes, 151 yards, and averages 8 a carry as they give it out to Hurd, and he's going to fall down near the 5-yard line. And see if he could have stayed on his feet, he might have been able to cut that back for the touchdown. But another 4th down comes up here. This one bigger than ever. There's been 3 this drive, and Webb City's been able to get every single one. Nixa's backed up deep in their own territory.
Nixa did get that 1 4th down stop on the 1-yard line. If we could do that, I have no doubt in my mind that we can do this. And there seems to be a timeout called by Webb City here.
Timeout called Webb City, like you said. 8 minutes, 20 seconds left in the 4th quarter. 4th and 5 were met here again with another big 4th down. We'll let these two teams talk it over, and we'll be back after this short break. And there you got to look at the crowd of Nixa. Usually a big atmosphere, but Webb City is just not seeming to be phased by it right now, as they have been able to put together some good drives like this one they're on right now. 4th and 5, biggest play of the game up to this point. Gabe Johnson is in the backfield with Slade Hurd. Hand off to Hurd. It's going to be a trick play coming around. He's got the option out, and he will give it to Johnson, and he will score the touchdown for Webb City. Beautifully drawn up play, and they are back in business with the score. And man, I've been surprised by this Webb City football team. They are looking amazing tonight.
Very bold move by this Webb City team, and they have improved a lot. Last year, I believe their record was 6-7, and they're now definitely improving in their second game with that comeback versus Lebanon in the first. But Nixa will get the ball here and has the opportunity to score.
And the kick was blocked by the Nixa special team, so that's actually a ginormous play. Now Webb City's got to get a 2-point conversion if they do score again. You got to imagine Nixa might try to chew the clock here as well. But back to Webb City, they've played amazing tonight, surprised both of us. But Nixa, honestly, they haven't been at the top of their game, in my opinion. I think they could be playing a lot better than they are. They've had some punts. They've had some turnovers, some fumbles, miscues everywhere, and yet they still find themselves ahead, which shows you how good of a football team they are, but definitely could be playing better.
Yeah, maybe they should also follow in Webb City's footsteps and maybe be more comfortable going for it on 4th down. They have a 4-6 conversion rate on these 4th downs. Definitely something to look out for the rest of the season, watching this Webb City team. And here in the backfield, we have Jaden McCaster. We haven't seen him in the backfield in a minute, but he is back. Nixa means business here, but Webb City could absolutely go for the onside kick, as there are many Eagles lined up in the front.
Yeah, it looks like that they're going to be ready for this onside kick this time, looking to recover, as kicking it will be Jared Castro instead of Aldreet, who is usually out there. 8 minutes, 14 seconds left. Nixa leads by 8.
Kick seems to be normal so far, but you don't know yet.
Castro. Onside kick with the fake, and it is caught by Jax Adams. Good job by the hands team. And Nixa will be in business with good field position around midfield. An excellent job from Adams to dial in that ball. They had some troubles with that last week, but they were able to execute perfectly there. Now, this Webb City defense comes on to the field in a big spot. If they can stop Nixa here, it gives their offense a chance, especially with Nixa's defense not being able to stop them recently. It gives their offense a chance to put them back in this game. But you've got to go one play at a time and see if you can do something against this high-powered Nixa offense. McKnight hands off to McCaster. McCaster is stopped immediately and dragged down in the backfield, and that will be a late hit from Webb City, and you've got to be more disciplined there, especially after that big stop.
For sure. I mean, we've seen some unnecessary penalties on both sides, some discipline there. That's what we saw from Nixa last week, and they have improved on it for sure. Not as many penalties as last week's game, which was quite a bit. And, Nixa has had some problems. And the ref calls a personal foul on the defense. 15-yard penalty, automatic first down for the Nixa Eagles, further increasing their chances of winning.
And there, Webb City, you just can't get the flag. You had a good play, and now you're just helping Nixa move even farther up to the 32-yard line. Now also with a fresh set of downs. McKnight is in the backfield, accompanied by McCaster. McCaster gets the snap, moves upfield, breaks the tackle, and edges out maybe another yard up to the 27 or 8-yard line. It's going to be 2nd and 5, and that clock is just going to keep on ticking, which is what Nixa wants.
Yeah, Nixa wants to slowly but surely get the score there, secure the victory there, and like Brady said, this has been a great game to watch. I mean, Webb City has shown up. They prepared for this Nixa offense and the Nixa defense, so shout out to Webb City.
Handoff, McCaster once again up the middle. He's going to follow his blockers and get a minimal gain, and it will bring up 3rd down and 3. So big decision here from Coach Perry. You want to try to pass and get that first down, possibly more, or try to run the ball and play it safe, which Webb City's been picking up on pretty quickly now these past couple plays. We're going to run the clock down, assumingly. They lead by 8. 6.5 minutes left in the game. McKnight hands it off to McCaster, and they're going to get to him quickly in the backfield, and they get the stop that they needed. And 4th down will come up for the Eagles, and it looks like they're going to go for it, and you got to assume that they're going to pass here. And Webb City's been all over that run, and I'm sure they game plan for it.
For sure. You got to be aggressive on 4th downs like this. This is Nixa's, I believe, first attempted 4th down conversion. They could go for a Jaden McCaster run, just try to get him upfield, or they could go for a pass to Scholar Brown Onluck, and I believe, yes, that is Brian Sandgren on the field.
It looks like they're just going to run down the clock here and call a timeout. And 5:44 will remain on the clock. Nixa leads by 8 with a big 4th down coming up. It has been quiet over here on this Nixa side of the stadium as Webb City is rocking over there as they have the chance to knock off one of the top dogs in the state if they can play their cards right. And we'll go down to the sideline with our reporter DK Nelson.
It's a 28-20 ball game. So it is a 1-possession game. 4th and 4 for the Nixa Eagles. They're hoping to make this a 2-possession game with either a field goal or a touchdown on this drive. Thank you. Back to you guys in the booth.
Thank you, DK. We are met with a ginormous moment in this game. Nixa is going 4 receivers out wide. Jaden McCaster is in the backfield. 4th and 4. McKnight under center, takes the snap, looks in the middle, and a bad pass, and it will be incomplete. Webb City gets the stop that they need, and their offense will come back onto the field with a chance to tie the game.
This is not good for Nixa, but then again, if Webb City wants to tie up the game, they will have to get a 2-point conversion, which can be hard, and Nixa could get a stop there. And if they do, it'll be a tie game with some time left possibly. And if not, I don't know if we do overtime in high school football. We do. Didn't do that in junior high football, but in high school, that is a thing.
So Johnson now will try to lead his team down the field, and Williams will break a couple tackles and move upfield to the 44-yard line. And now they're moving quick here, but if they score quickly, I don't know if that's the best thing you want necessarily, because Nixa still has a chance. But with the way their defense is playing, you can't be mad. And a fumble flag will blow the play dead. False start on the offense, and I mean, disaster has escaped there, as the fumble could have been detrimental to Webb City. 1st and 15 now with the flag, and Nixa's play tonight is just want to touch on that real quick. Just been kind of sloppy, I feel like, and then just really inconsistent.
Yeah, but with the way Webb City plays, kind of crouched down behind the O-line, they're able to hand it off pretty fast from up here. Like within a split second, they hand it off to the running back, and he turns the field. So Nixa's defense has got to act quick if they want to stop Webb City's drive and prevent the score.
Here they got 2 receivers out, and Johnson will keep the snap and move upfield for maybe a gain of 6. And 2nd down will come up. Clock just went under 5 minutes remaining in this game, and if I'm this Nixa side, or Dirty Birds, student section, whatever you want to call it, I mean, I'm getting loud right now. This is the end of the game. This is where Webb City, it's quiet, and they're not feeling any pressure. I think you got to get loud and try to keep them get in their head a bit.
They are all standing up. They're preparing for something, trying to muffle the offense.
And there, a broken tackle, and he'll break upfield now into Nixa territory down at the 39-yard line. And missed tackles have been a big story in this game. And Webb City has thrived off of them and made the most of their opportunities.
For sure, it has definitely been a problem for this Nixa defense. These missed tackles have been a problem, and sometimes flags have saved us, like that one big run for Webb City. And I just want to touch that Webb City will have to go for a 2-point conversion to tie the game. And most likely, if that does happen, we will be heading into overtime, ladies and gentlemen.
Johnson at Nixa's 39. Hands it off to Hurd. Hurd will bounce it outside and try to get a block, and he will be stopped as the bunch of Eagles come and take him down. 2nd and 7 as the clock keeps on ticking. 3.5 minutes left in the game. Webb City's got to find the end zone soon.
Yeah, Webb City was running some of that outside run there that we saw, but the problem was he was trying to be shifty, trying to find a way to get through, and he ended up being stopped. But outside run is likely, or they could go for a passing play. No receiving yards in the 4th quarter for Webb City.
And Johnson will keep the ball and break a tackle, move out right, and get some extra yardage on that one. They have 1 timeout left in this game, Webb City, so not a lot of chances to stop the clock, so I'm sure Nixa is just trying to keep them in bounds. 3rd down now coming up for the Eagles, but this has not phased Webb City all night, as they've been able to pick them up on 3rd or 4th down. And there's a false start. Pretty easy to catch there. That one was on Gus Carnes, and that's going to throw him back 5 yards to 3rd and 8. So 3rd and long now, and that is a detrimental penalty to this Webb City offense, as they were driving with momentum, and that kind of shoots themselves in the foot.
Yeah, the Dirty Birds were for sure getting hyped up, and that played a crucial role there in getting that false start, and they're getting even louder now as one of the most crucial moments in the game. Nixa versus Webb City. Victory on the line.
This stadium is shaking. Johnson fakes the handoff, moves right. He's looking downfield. It is almost intercepted, but dropped. Still good defense from Braden Parks, and that's going to bring up 4th and long. That would have been a ginormous play from Parks. Here it is looking, and Parks just breaks it up. Good defense. This is the biggest play of the game so far. I feel like I keep saying that, but it just keeps getting crazier.
Webb City preparing for this big moment. This could be their biggest moment of the season here. Victory against Nixa. Here we go.
They had a comeback last week. Will they be able to do it again? Johnson takes the snap, and timeout, I believe, is called by the Nixa Eagles. So they are going to talk it over with 2.5 minutes left in this fourth quarter. Big game, big ending coming up. We'll be back after this short break.
This is ready to install your ultimate game day upgrade. Make your home the MVP of your neighborhood with Gemstone Lights. Create custom patterns, animations, and colors. Get Gemstone Lights today and take your outdoor lighting game to the next level.
Don't get nervous, call their services today.
Back from the break. It is 4th and 8, Webb City in Nixa territory. They are coming out 5 wide for the biggest play of these two teams' seasons. In the backfield is a new quarterback, and he will be pressured, rolling out left. He's got nowhere to go, throws it downfield, and incomplete. Nixa gets the stop that they need. Wyatt Mabe there in coverage, and Nixa will regain possession on their own 40. Ginormous play for this Nixa defense. Oh my goodness. What a play by the secondary there. Pressure as well.
You all right? They did put a new quarterback in there, Mason Young, but he faced extreme pressure. And number 13 for Nixa, Wyatt Mabe, playing amazing defense there. Not able to get the catch. 2:24 left on the clock. If Nixa chews out the clock and plays conservatively, the victory is Nixa's.
And Webb City only has 1 timeout, so a first down could end it. McKnight will spin out left. He's got room to work with and slides down and bounds. Smart play after picking up the first down, and Webb City's got to burn a timeout to stop the clock. You got to think.
This has been one exciting game. Webb City so close to coming back, and they still have the chance if they stop Nixa here. But like I said, Nixa's playing pretty conservatively, trying to chew the clock. Things can happen, though.
And Webb City will keep their timeout. So 2 minutes left, or just under 2 minutes left in the game. McKnight. Low snap. Ball's on the ground. McCaster will take the ball and move out right and just slide down to avoid any other problems. And that shakes things up for Nixa as they have 2nd and long. That's like maybe the 4th or 5th time that's happened tonight with the snap. 2nd and 20. And Webb City still has that timeout in their back pocket. So you've got to get a big play going here if you're Nixa. Cut into that yardage and try to get closer for 3rd down, or just pick up the 1st down and you potentially win the game.
Here we go.
Game is on the line. McKnight, 2nd and 20. Hands it off to McCaster. He's moving out left. Trying to get around the edge. Stiff arm and slides down and bounds after seeing that there was nothing else to do. And Webb City yet to burn a timeout still.
Number 5 there, Mason Williams, was able to slow Jaden McCaster down. The clock is now at 35 seconds and running. 34, 32. It's going, and it is getting tense.
And the play clock's at 15. I mean, Webb City's going to have like maybe 15 seconds left.
They would need a pick six.
Unless the score was wrong and they don't have a timeout. and I could just be saying this, but they should have one according to the scoreboard. McCaster takes the snap and gets tackled in the backfield, and he loses the ball, but I believe he was down before that. And, yeah, they will mark him down, and there will be 8 seconds left in the game. 4th down coming up for Nixa. And they will finally use that last timeout. And that's kind of what you have to do there. 8 seconds left. I don't know if Nixa will punt this or try to maybe run around in the backfield for 8 seconds and just chuck up a prayer downfield. You can't get intentional grounding, of course. But we will see what they do. I mean, Nixa has had a bunch of miscues this game. We've talked about that fumble there. Almost was disaster, but luckily they were able to jump on to the ball there. The Nixa Dirty Birds here, they've been supporting all night, helping this Nixa team get through this game. Even though Webb City has shown great effort, Nixa is just able to keep making all the right plays to pull through. It looks like Nixa will punt, so got to keep them in front of you. Can't let any returns happen or anything. You never know. 8 seconds left, not a lot of time that Webb City has to work with.
I expect a fair catch here and a Hail Mary. That's probably the safest thing Webb City could do.
Fields with a big punt down the field, caught at the 5-yard line. This will be the last play of the game, and he will be sandwiched at the 15. Nixa is the victor of this ball game. They survive and win 28-20. It may not have been pretty, but they got it done. Big plays from the defense and big plays from the offense throughout the whole game. Kept them ahead. Good effort from Webb City trying to come back. They showed heart, they showed effort, and they played excellent as well. They will be a fun team to watch down the rest of this season. And wow, I mean, amazing finish. I expected this game to be a Nixa win by more, but Webb City played amazing. What do you think about this game, Carter?
Yeah, Wyatt and Carter Mabe, those two brothers showed out for sure. But like you said, Brady, this was a closer game than I expected, so props to Webb City for holding their own there. But Nixa will secure the victory. Nixa will now have a 2-0 record. Webb City 1-1. Final score, Nixa 28, Webb City 20.
Like you just said, Nixa will win by 8. Wyatt Mabe had that big play there at the end to seal the deal. So he will be our defensive player of the game, and Carter Mabe had a good receiving touchdown there in the middle of the game that helped Nixa pull ahead by 2 scores. He will be our offensive player of the game. You will see them being interviewed by Zoe Ward and D.K. Nelson. From the rest of the Nixa Live crew, Carter Zaromsky and myself, Brady Richard, we want to say good night and thank you for tuning in. See you guys next week at Joplin.
Standing in the hall, listening to the crowd. Fans going crazy. Boys are falling. Didn't let just anybody in that club. Took every ounce of heart, sweat, and blood. Get the way those Cowboy jerseys down. Beams of the school, where the boys belong. Looks turning face to stars and stripes.
I'm DK Nelson here with Wyatt Mabe. Wyatt, late in the fourth quarter, 28-20 victory. Webb City had a chance to tie it. What was that kind of added emphasis going into that fourth down play?
I just try to do my job just for the best of the team, and that's really it. I just had to bring the intent too. So,
when you saw that ball going in the air, what was your immediate thought?
Well, I saw the guy in front of me. I was like 5 yards away from him, so I just tried to kill him. Tried to just let him drop the ball. So that's what I just did. So,
thank you, Wyatt. Good luck on the rest of the season. Zoe Ward will be here with other player of the game, Carter Mabe.
I'm Zoe Reardon here with Carter Mabe. How's it feel to get the big catch tonight?
It felt great. I mean, I kind of needed that. It felt really good, though.
Yeah. After being in the championship game last year, how do you feel like going into this year? Like, how are you working through that?
I mean, I think we're gonna be better this year, but we still got things to work on. I mean, last year we were really good, but I feel like this year we got a lot better. We just got to keep working and get better.
Yes, I love to hear that. Thank you so much for your time.